Hi! Today I'm excited to show you how to make this lunch bag expandable file folder junk journal. So let's get started. I am going to make a 3 paper bag expandable file folder, and I am going to have it so that I have expandable files on both ends of my bag. So before I do that, I need to open up the closed end of my bag. The easiest way I've found to do this is just kind of peel back this portion that's right here. That helps me get into here, where I can then cut around the bottom to cut this bottom rectangle off. And I like the look of brown paper bags, and so I just kind of hold on to it for another craft. And so I'm just going to go around and cut off the bottom of the bag. So now that this bottom part is cut off, I have an opening, and you can see that this part is folded a little different. It's like folded out, and I want it to come in. So I'm just gonna push it inwards and then crease it down so that the fold at the bottom is similar to the fold at the top. So once I have all my bags cut the way I want them, and like I said, if you don't want it on both sides, you don't have to cut the bottom off. You could just glue that flap down and do something else. But once you have your bags the way you want them, fold them in half. And then now we're going to do our expandable files. I cut 3 pieces of scrapbook paper that were 10 inches by 4 3/4 of an inch. And so I have 3 per open file. So since I have this bag of 2 open ends, I would need 6 pieces at that measurement for this. And for my overall project with my 3 bags, I need 18. So I go ahead and I measure those out, and then I fold them in half. You can see I've already put some double-sided tape on it, but I'm going to attach these to one another. And so I'm going to grab something to increase my fold. And so this is one of the outer pieces. You can see I have some double-sided tape there. This is the inner piece. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape them together. So that way when you open them up, you see the colored paper. You want to be careful that you make sure your openings are on the same end, that you don't accidentally tape down a closed end to an open end. So make sure all your open ends are on the same side, and your closed ends are on the same side. So the next thing we need to do is we have to worry about this inside line. So let me grab one so I can show you real quick. But when you expand it, you have this part of the bag that's there. And so we need to make room so that way we can have those pieces of the paper that come inward, okay? And so to do that, we are going to take the 3 pieces we just folded together, and this middle one, I'm going to cut just like a child size worth of scissors in towards the middle. I'll do it on this side as well. And so now I kind of have this little flap. Next, I have already put tape just at the top on both sides so I can tape it to the bag once I have it in place. But now I'm going to put it in place, and so I'll use this to show you. But we have these 2 flaps in here, and I'm just going to take my paper and open it so that where I have this cut, that this piece of paper that sticks out can go into that section. I'll do my best to try to show you how that works. It's a little tricky. Okay. So that's one end that is in there, so you can kind of see how that paper goes in between. And I need to get this other end in there. Okay, so now I have the paper sandwiched in between my expandable file paper. I'm just going to slide it on in there. And this is about where I want it to be. So now I'm going to peel the double-sided tape and just tape down the bag to my paper. And if your bag tears a little, it's okay, because we are going to go back over the bag and put some scrapbook paper, and you won't be able to notice. But obviously try your best not to rub your paper. Okay, so now we have an expandable file folder on one of the ends. So I have put the expandable folders on both ends of my bag, and now I'm going to put scrapbook paper on what are my inside pages. And I measured my scrapbook paper to be 5 1/4 by 5 inches. And here you can see I had some half pages left over. I didn't have enough to make the exact dimensions, so I just decided to use 2 pieces of paper for that part. And so I'm going to go ahead and tape these down. Next, I got a circle punch, which I'm loving, and I'm just going to circle punch this first little part right here. And I'm only doing it on the inner pages, so this is the back or the outside covers of my bag, so I'm not going to do a circle punch on these sides, but I will do it where there's a page here and where there's a page here. And I want to make sure I don't accidentally punch any of the other expandable file parts. And I'm only going to go halfway down with my circle. It's not going to be a full circle, but just a half circle. Like that. And then you don't have to make tabs, but I really like how they look for the folders, or the expandable file. I think that's what you call it. I think they're fun. So I used my circle punch and I made 2 circles and then put tape on them so I can tape them together to make little tabs on the files. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on and then we will do the cover. The last thing I'm going to do is put my cover on, and I just need it to fit over this last bag, and so I'm just going to kind of fold it like so to see if I want to trim any off. So as far as that goes, I don't want to trim that down. But I do want to trim the top part, so I'm just gonna mark where I need to trim there, and then I will cut that part and then I will tape it down. So I think I just said the last thing was to put the cover on, but actually the last thing I'm going to do is tie my notebook together. And so if I wanted to be really fancy, I could poke holes through here and sew it together and bind it that way, but I'm just going to grab some yarn and I am just going to wrap it around the middle and make a knot. And that is how I'm going to combine my book, or bind my book. So here's my lunch bag expanding file folder junk journal. And so each opening has 3 little files you can open up to. You got some pages you can add things to. Since I did 3 bags, then I have a total of 18 little files. And these would be perfect for maybe just storing some photos or stickers or coupons. That comes to mind. You could put journaling cards in here. Maybe you like to do like drawing challenges or paint challenges. I don't know. You could just do whatever it is you want to store in these. If you wanted, you could get yourself a band to try to keep it like closed a little more. But junk journals, it's fun the chunkier they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you would use one of these. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a video.